Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wealthy Coin. The Shiba Inu Society wants answers, and Binance gives them. Today's SHIB news. Shiba Inu Fang Kuru Shibarmijpan at Kuru _9696_9696 has shared some information about the recent milestones that the SHIB army have made on the brand new Shibarium Beta. For example, the number of people connecting with Shibarmijpan has gone up by almost 2 million in just the last 24 hours. Going from 4,059,878 to 5,833,845, a huge jump. During that time, the overall number of transactions went up from 3,149,432 to 3,234,888. Binance's answer will be talked about in this film. The Shiba Inu Society wants answers. Today's SHIB news. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to see our newest videos about expert analysis and Shiba Inu price estimates. Let's start the video right away. On Friday, well-known crypto analyst Cryptorand wrote, "All eyes on SHIB. It's trying to get away." The expert shared a picture of a chart that shows that since August, according to data from Etherscan.io, the 29th largest Shiba Inu whale has sold an amazing 538 billion SHIB worth $6,074,020 in 5 big deals in the last 12 days. The biggest Shiba Inu whale started her selling binge on April 2 by getting rid of a terrible 200 million SHIB worth $2,258,000 in one big deal. On April 5, the whale sold an extra 100 billion SHIB, which is worth $1,129,000. After this, on April 7, 88 billion SHIB worth $993,520 was sold. Even though a huge amount had already been sold, the whale still sold another 72 billion SHIB, worth $812,880. On April 11, in her last deal, she sold an extra 78 billion SHIB, which was worth $880,620. Even though there has been a huge sell-off, the whale still has a huge $3,599,890,076,773 SHIB worth $40,642,758 in her pocket. Remember that recently, about $22 million worth of assets, including 172.55 billion SHIB worth $1.9 million, were stolen from Bitrue, a well-known exchange in Singapore. The Crypto Basic already said that the hacker has sold over $254,000 worth of 22.55 billion SHIB in 6 separate deals. The most recent deal, which involved the sale of 2 billion SHIB, took place at 2:34 UTC today. Even though there have been a lot of bad sell-offs, the price of Shiba Inu has kept going up. According to CoinGecko, the price of SHIB has gone up 6.6% in the last 14 days and 2.9% in the last week. There are many stories about early players in the cryptocurrency market who got huge returns on their money. One of these stories is about the man who bought Shiba Inu as one of the first 100 people and cashed out $100 million during the bull run. SHIB, the man who got $100 million from Shiba Inu, was one of the first people to invest in the meme coin. He bought it when it was just starting out. He didn't sell his coins during the bull run in 2021, but he did hold on to his investment as the coin's value went through the roof, making him a lot of money. Shiba's team had to wait a long time, but the Shibarium public testnet finally went live a few days ago. The neighborhood was thrilled. Its symbols, Shiba and Bone, showed how excited it was. On the other hand, it looked like the SHIB and Bone tokens were reacting to a disturbance in his paradise. On March 16, a well-known Shiba Inu community member told public testnet about problems with the Shibarium layer. This made the project's main Discord page catch fire. A worried member of the community said that Shibarium's chain ID was already being used by another blockchain. He also said that it looked like the Shibarium testnet had taken the Genesis file from the Rinia testnet, changed its name to Shibarium, but forgot to change the chain ID. The post got a lot of attention, which is what made Shiba Inu's top developer, Shytoshi Kusama, respond. Shytoshi's words didn't do much to calm things down because they didn't address the real problem. Because of this, the worth of SHIB and Bone tokens has gone down over the last 24 hours. Up until March 15, Shiba Inus were becoming more popular. As of March 15, when the market closed, SHIB had dropped 7.45% of its value. At the time this was written, it was down more than 1%. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, was above 40 because prices moved so much. but it is now below that level because prices have dropped more than 7%. The last thing that the RSI showed was that it was still in the bear trend it had been in for a while. The daily timeframe chart for Bone showed that it had been hit harder than normal. The price had dropped more than 13% by the time this was written, to about $1.20. As of March 15, when the market closed, it had dropped 6.67%, bringing its 24-hour loss to more than 11%. The RSI line also went down because the price fell, and it was getting close to the oversold area when this article was written. CoinMarketCap says that, in the last 24 hours, Bone's market value dropped by more than 17%, but its volume rose by more than 200%. Shiba Inu prices are going down, but FUD isn't getting worse. Stats on sentiment show that the supply on exchanges stays the same, which means that there isn't a big increase to exchanges. It was about $132.50 trillion in supply exchange at the time this was written. In the next few days, Satoshi Kusama might need to explain the testnet ID issue. Its lack could hurt a project that hasn't come out fully yet and the tokens that are linked to that project. When people in the community start to worry about Shibarium, the Shiba Inu responds. This article first featured on Bitcoin World. Satoshi Kusama has talked a lot about how important tools and combining services are for supporting the price of SHIB. Even though there were persistent burns, he said that the Shiba Inu society had not yet produced enough burns to support the price of the asset. Not long ago, Kusama said these things in response to a community member's worries in the Shibarium Telegram group that is run by the community. The person was worried that Shiba Inu's price would stay the same even though the burn rate had recently gone up very quickly. In response, Kusama said that Shiba Inu's price isn't exactly fixed or staying the same because the asset has been making small gains lately, which are worth mentioning. This breed of dog has gone up in value by 3.5% in the last 24 hours and by 4.1% in the last week. Kusama also said that swing traders use small wins to make bigger profits. The Shiba Inu leader then tried to address the issues that had been raised. He stressed that the community is still a long way from achieving the number of burns needed to have an effect on the price of the asset just through burns. So, he said that other things, like new technologies and usefulness, needed to be taken into account. A lot of utility for SHIB can make it worth a lot more because it shows how useful the item is for real-world uses and situations. This leads to more desire and adoption. Also, new tools like Shibarium can help more people use and want SHIBs. Kusama says that these two things should be given the most attention in order to help the Shiba Inu community grow and get more people to adopt them. From the amount of burns alone, we are still a long way from having enough to move SHIB. So, we need to add new tools and services, as well as grow the ecosystem and user base. When you know that, you understand why your past moves were so important and why our future moves will make us even stronger. He ended by talking about how Shiba Inus are becoming more popular in the crypto scene. That's all for today. Do not forget to share, hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel to see our newest videos.